Hi, in today's video, I speak about 3 types of moves that you and I need to make in order to win in 2020. So if you're interested to find out what these are and how these make a difference in the new year, please stay tuned. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Palesa. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if it's the first time you watch one of my videos, welcome. I really hope you enjoy it. Now in today's video, I'll be continuing the series that I started Win in 2020. Now this is the 3rd video of the series. If you haven't watched the first 2, please go ahead and check them out. In the first video, I spoke about how it's important for us to have the right mindset, that our minds need to be right. In the second video, I spoke about money and how our attitude and our behavior towards money determines whether we will win in the new year or not. Now in today's video, I just want to touch on the aspect of moves. In order to win in the new year, you and I need to make the right moves. Now when I speak about moves, I'm not just speaking about what has been coined as money moves. Now money moves, for those of you who do not know, are the goals and the things that you do in order to make money. Now, those are not the only types of moves that are important to make in the new year, but on the contrary, as you would know if you've been following this channel for a while, the most important type of moves that you and I need to be pursuing and doing consistently are those which are in line with our purpose, are those that fill us with passion, and are those that can take us to the next level in life, those which will lead to a type of progression. Now when it comes to the type of moves that I'd like to encourage you to make in this new year, there are 3 categories that I would like to look at. 3 types of moves that I guarantee that when you do them, when you move in that kind of way, that there will be growth, there will be progress. You will look back at the end of the year and notice that, hey, look at me. You know, there's something, great and big and significant that I have done, that you have done with your life. Now the 3 categories, the 3 type of moves that I believe are important to make in the new year are moves that stretch you, moves that scare you, and moves that will sustain you. Moves that scare you, moves that stretch you, and moves that will sustain you. Now I'm just going to explain what I mean by the different type of moves that I have just mentioned. Now the first move I want to talk about are moves that scare you. When I speak about moves that scare you, I'm speaking about just that. I'm speaking about things that you may want to do, things that you have always wanted to do, things that have been suggested to you by people who know you, saying that, hey, I actually think you would be good at doing this particular thing. But the only reason that you haven't done that thing is because of this thing called fear. Every time you think of doing it, every time you plan on doing this thing, you just feel this overwhelming feeling of fear that holds you and stops you straight in your tracks. And this fear gives you messages of, who do you think you are? Why do you think you will do it? These things are not made for people like you. Don't even try. You are just gonna fail. Now, I want to encourage you to go ahead and attack, to choose one thing. I'm not saying that in the whole of, the year we need to necessarily attack one thing a month. Now that would be great. It would be great to do something that frightens you, that you are scared of every month. But that's not necessarily what I'm asking, what I'm speaking about this time. I'm saying in the year 2020, I am encouraging you to do one thing. That may be bungee jumping, that may be starting a new relationship, that may be starting that business that you have always wanted to, that may be traveling, to the other side of the world. It could be anything. But I want to encourage you to make a move that scares you, to intentionally fight your fear. I want to encourage you to make a decision regarding a particular thing, action, behavior, choice that you have been afraid to do for all these years, for all this time, and to make up your mind to actually do it. So that's the first move that we are to make in order to win in 2020. It's a move that scares us. Now the second move is a move that stretches us. Now, when I speak about stretching, I'm speaking about a move, a decision, a goal that will stretch your capability. I'm talking about a move that will pull you and would quite possibly be uncomfortable, quite possibly be painful, quite possibly not be the easiest of things to accomplish. But the point is, at the end of this move, on the other side of this thing, you will find that you are stronger, that you have, a greater capacity, that you have a bigger network, that you can do more, that you are more. Why? Because you intentionally decided to do something that will stretch you, something that right now you may not have the capacity to do, but to take the necessary steps, to grow in the necessary knowledge, so that you are stretched, so that you are bigger, so that you are stronger, so that you can do more, so that you, in a sense, are more. So that's the second type of move, a move that will stretch you. Now, the third type of move that I'm going to speak about today is a move that will sustain you. A move that will keep you going, whether this is relationally, financially, in your career. But I want to encourage you to make a decision, have a goal that will be able to take you from one season to the other because of, what you are doing. Now, this can be related to, with getting better in saving. This can be, getting more educated in a certain aspect. This can be anything, any move, any decision that will help you sustain your life, sustain your relationship, sustain maybe it is your walk with God, but something that will keep you going beyond 2020, because 2020 is just 365 days, which will be followed by another 365 days. And we should not primarily only just limit ourselves to 1 year, but we need to be able to make decisions that will move us from 1 year to another year, to the next year, and the year after that. Moves that will sustain us, moves that will grow us, moves that will help us intentionally, progressively get better at the specific thing that you choose to progress in. So yes, I just wanted to remind us that in order to win in 2020, we need to have certain types of moves. We need to have certain type of goals. There needs to be things that we are doing in order to have a successful year, because it is not just going to happen. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments section exactly what moves you are thinking, considering of doing in the next year. And please don't forget to like this video, to share it with the people in your world. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you'd press that subscription button. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.